Hyperkin is at CES. Wish I was there again.
Yeah.
There's a cube. They made a cube.
Not just any cube.
It's a Game Boy cube. This cube-like console will play every Game Boy game on your TV. This is according to Nintendo Life. Hyperkin has just lifted the lid on its next game system, the Retron Jr., which plays Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games on your TV. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
The cube-like system connects to your television via HDMI and outputs 720p. That is not awesome.
Well,
like, come on. How much more work would it be to make it 1080?
A lot, because first of all of Hyperkin's retro systems are 720p.
I know.
Second off, remember, it's software emulated, not hardware emulated, so it's easier for systems like this to upscale video game consoles that ran at 240p. It's easier to upscale it to 720p because that's only a 3 times upscale. To upscale it to 1080p is 4.5, and it doesn't scale as well.
So that makes sense for stuff that's either hardware emulated or just is the hardware, or like original hardware.
Right.
You know? But since it's software emulated, why is it so hard to do that?
Probably because it's also cheaper to do 720p.
It shouldn't be much. It's freaking 2020.
You'd be surprised.
Like, how hard is it to software emulate a 4.5 scale? Like, it shouldn't be hard.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but like to get it right.
That's what I'm saying. It's just software.
Yeah.
It's not like they're doing it through the hardware. Anyway, it comes bundled with an SNES style wireless Scout controller, which can be connected to the console via a 6-foot USB-C cable. The unit also showcases a 3.5 millimeter headphone socket. That's a weird way to put it. And a link port, which presumably allows 2 Retron Jr. systems to be connected together for games which support multiple players. That is freaking awesome. Is the link port an actual?
I think it is.
Like an actual Game Boy one? That'd be sick, because then you could just plug it into an actual Game Boy.
Yeah.
The Retron Jr. was actually teased back in 2017 when some believed it was a prank rather than a serious gaming system. There's no solid release date as of yet, and Hyperkin has told us that the unit will be based on emulation rather than FPGA technology, which is their thing. Like, they usually do software emulation.
Yeah.
With Analog releasing a Game Boy-style handheld this year, 2020 is shaping up to be pretty interesting for retro fans. Who knows? Perhaps Nintendo will release a Game Boy Classic. I think Nintendo would. I think if they're going to do it, this is the year.
Yeah, I just don't know if they will, because, you know, they'd have to put a screen on the device, and that would jump the price up by a bit.
Yeah. $100, I think, is pretty reasonable for a Game Boy Classic, you know?
Yeah, but you have to put like a lot of games on there to justify that price.
20 games. It's got a screen. That's the justification,
I guess. I mean, any screen they use will be better than what we originally had.
True. Did the Analog Pocket have an output to a TV? No, right? Can't do that.
You had to buy a dock.
Oh, right. So that's some pretty big competition. I'm assuming that the Hyperkin Retron Jr. is going to be way cheaper.
Yeah.
Because
all of Hyperkin's Retron consoles are like $50 compared to Analogs, which are close to 200.
Mm. Yeah, well, yeah, this is going to be 200. The Analog Game Boy is going to be 200, and then more money for the dock.
Yeah.
I think it was like $50 or something for the dock.
Yeah, so this Retron Jr., there's no way this is more than $50.
Yeah.
I can even see this being like $30.
It's also a terrible picture of it. I can get a better picture. There it is.
Gizmodo has some good pictures.
I just went to the Hyperkin Instagram. I'll give it a like too. Why not?
Yeah.
There it is with friggin' Pokemon in it.
It's probably the only game they had.
And that's the controller that's coming out with it.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's not too big. I can put my freaking Game Boy camera in it, so I'm happy. But again, the Analog Pocket, that's going to be my jam. What, do we have a date for the Analog Pocket?
Not yet. I mean, the Analog Pocket, much like all of what Analog does, it's like, specialty, like high end stuff. This is much more of a casual thing.
Also, Hyperkin usually takes a really long time to release stuff.
Yeah.
Like they had a Game Boy that they announced at CES like 3 years ago. That we haven't seen at all. So they like announced it and then never talked about it again. So it's possible that this takes a long time to come out or it just doesn't. But anyway, that's pretty cool. More CES news.